everybody. It's me, Flyersguy, and welcome to another edition of Throwback, Flyersguy. I'm your host, Flyersguy. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my memories of 2020 and 2021. Let's do a quick recap of 2020. That year, in 2020, hold on a second. February 2016, 17, 2018, 33rd, 2019, 34th, 2020. I had just celebrated my 34th birthday that year. I celebrated Christmas, and I was getting ready to do a podcast episode with the lovely Atlantic Koshka. After I wasn't feeling good for a few days after Christmas, around January I was feeling much better. On New Year's Eve, I remember watching, it might have been New Year's Day, I was watching the next season of Cobra Kai. It was really good, and I really enjoyed it. I then got a phone call from the lovely Atlantic Koshka. We're officially in the year 2021. We were talking about what we were going to do for the podcast at one time. It was a good time for the podcast. A couple of days after this, we got ready to do the podcast. And it was the day of the podcast. If you guys have not seen that podcast episode, I have it on my YouTube channel. It is in my collaborations playlist. You'll find it in there. It is also in all the episodes of the Flyersguy podcast. But you can find it in the collaborations folder. The collaborations playlist on my channel. So the podcast with me and her went really well. And during this time, in January, because of how long the playoffs were and how they started in 2020, the Flyers season would officially start sometime in January. So we did the podcast episode together, and it went really well. A couple days later, before the season started, I also had another guest on my podcast a week later. And on my podcast, it was one of my good friends, Miles Girl 3. And it was a really good episode that we did. We talked about our love for Philadelphia, our love for hockey in general, and how we both became fans of our respective teams. It was a really good episode. That is also in my collaborations folder as well, if you guys want to check that out. And once the Flyer season officially got started that year, as for me and Atlantic Koshka, we didn't really, have time to talk to each other that much. She was really busy in 2021, and we really didn't have much time to really talk and stuff. But, I was a little upset about it at first. Then I realized, sometimes people are busy. You just gotta let people have their space, So going into the year 2021, I watched the first Flyers game. Flyers got the victory in the first game, but the wheels really started to fall off for this Flyers team. And it all started in this abbreviated season from hell in 2021. Flyers won some good games. The best thing to come out of that season was the new reverse retro Philadelphia Flyers jerseys that came out that year. Also, once the season finally officially ended, that summer my ceiling lift broke down and we had to use an old-fashioned water lift, and that was horrible. During this time, I had gotten a new wheelchair. I was due for a new one, but before that, in the month of April, around May or April, I ended up getting my first COVID vaccine. And let me tell you, it was hell. It was hell because of my immune system. And the thing about me is, if I get a cold, I get it even worse than the person that had the cold. So if I only got, so I had to get that shot, because of my immune system. This probably I would have been done for if I didn't get the shot. So I had no choice, and I had to get it. Because of my condition, it is mandatory for me to get the COVID shot. Because of my condition. So I got my first vaccine that day. I had side effects, and the side effects sucked. I wasn't feeling well for a couple of days. I remember watching a Flyers Bruins game and not feeling well for a couple of days. During this time, 2021 was not a good year for me. That year I lost a really good friend of mine that works at the local deli. My good friend Tom passed away in 2021. And it was truly upsetting for me because Tom was such a great guy. One of my good friends. He was going in to have open heart. Well, I'm not going to really tell you how it happened, but I was upset that he had passed that day. I then did a YouTube video honoring my friend Tom. Going into 2021, the season officially ended, and I ended up getting my new wheelchair. Going into the month of August, it was starting to come to an end. In August, we got through August during that time. And I think this was Marlena's last year as a nurse at Beata, so it was kind of tough for me. I really liked Marlena. She was a nice lady, a very nice nurse, and I was glad to have her in my home. She was very good. She was always here, always took good care of me. And then my nurse Greg, it was his last year as well. So after that, he was gone. At the time, I still had Janine and Kayla at the same time. But around this time, around 2020, Danielle officially left as well. Yeah, Kayla and Janine worked for a different agency. So it was kind of scarce at the time. We had kindness and Beata. going into 2021, we get through the month of August. Pandemic is still happening. We get through the month of August. And there's an announcement that places might be able to open up real soon, but not quite yet. We get into September of 2021. During this time, I think I had a doctor's appointment. And I also went to visit the local deli in my neighborhood. And we hung out, even took a picture together, and it was a pretty good day. It is the month of October, and not too much is happening. At the time, I was getting muscle cramps, but they weren't really bad muscle cramps. I just had pains in my legs and stuff every day. And it happened from October into November. As October officially came to an end, we then got into the month of October. The good thing about this, the month of October, it was actually going to be another flyer season, believe it or not, because in October 2021, that year the Philadelphia Flyers signed some new flyers. Nick Sealer, Ryan Ellis, and a couple of other different players as well. And this game left due to retirement. We still had Oscar Lindblom at the time. Going into that season, there was a lot of promise up until Ryan Ellis got injured. In November, we get to the month of November, and the Philadelphia Flyers have probably one of the worst months of November known to man. They lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning in devastating fashion. They lose to the Carolina Hurricanes in a game that they had on Black Friday. And in November, I got a visit from a lovely Atlanta coach. She explained to me what was going on and why she was so busy. And I was happy to see her, and I was glad that we got to talk it out. Shortly after this, after November, during this time, I got into a new YouTuber.
You alright, Bubba?
I got into a new YouTube channel called My Retro Life. One of the best gaming YouTube channels around My Retro Life. It's a story about a gamer named Tyler talking about his family life and talking about his father that would film Tyler playing video games and documenting Tyler's adventures in the world of video games. Tyler's a good guy. You guys want to check out his channel? His channel is called My Retro Life. Really good stuff. Check out his channel. During this time, we get into the month of, we get into Thanksgiving. We didn't do much that year because the pandemic was still going on. We get into December, and I celebrate my 35th birthday that year. I forget what I got for my birthday that year. It was a pretty good birthday. It was my 35th birthday that year. It was my 35th birthday that year. And it was a really good day. I remember it was midnight. I watched Boys in the Hood. And then I watched Everybody Hates Chris. Get into the month of late December. And it's Christmas of 2021. And during this time, I'm feeling pretty damn good. The week before that, I got a new fire stick from my good friend and nurse at Kindness, Janine. Who was a nurse at Kindness. Who was my nurse at the time. And I really enjoyed it. It's pretty cool for like that. Shortly after this, we get into Christmas of 2021, and that year, we decided to say, hey, screw the pandemic. We're having family over. And that was the year of our first family party. But let's talk about Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, I watched a South Park special called South Park Post-COVID. It was really good, and the show really hit home. It showed how COVID made life. It showed that the pandemic, to show how the pandemic made the world such a depressing world. And I really enjoyed that. Great show. If you haven't checked it out yet, South Park Post-COVID on Paramount Plus. It's a really good comedy special. Really good special. It's not just funny. But it just shows us what we were going through that year. So we had the family party. My cousins were there. My brother was there. It was a damn good time. And for Christmas that year, I got a lot of awesome stuff for Christmas that year. And just like that, I'm going to stop here at Christmas. The holiday party was fun. We all had a good time. And this is where I'm going to stop. And these are my memories of 2020 and 2021. In the next episode, in 2022, I go through some more challenges in my life. I get to see a certain lovely lady once again. And I get ready for the next fall season. And I get ready for another Philadelphia Flyers season as a certain gritty, tough coach makes his debut in Philly. In the next episode, when I talk about my memories of 2021 and 2022. Till next time, everyone. Till next time.